The next morning we set off to sail to Dos Mosquito, a pair of islands with a turtle sanctuary.
Sala de planta.
Electricery. Wow.
Blanca.
¿Tortuga blanca?
Sí. ¿Se acuerdan Finding Nemo?
Ah,
Finding Nemo.
ah, okay.
Claro.
Oh my god.
Are they soft?
No, they're very hard.
Acá.
¿Pero qué haces aquí?
Yo explico a los turistas. Por lo menos ustedes llegan y yo les digo bienvenidos a Fundamar. Fundamar es la Fundación de Investigaciones Marítimas Francisco de Miranda, que pertenece al territorio insular, cuyo objetivo básico es la repoblación de las tortugas marinas que habitan acá en el archipiélago.
Lo entiendo, sí.
Pero ¿por qué lo hacemos? ¿Cómo lo hacemos?
Sí.
Nosotros vamos a los cayos más cercanos, buscamos las nidadas según el rastro que deja la tortuga cuando viene a esos barcos.
Sí.
¿Por qué lo hacemos?
The reason to do this is because there are so many predators, the birds, the fish that just eat them. When they born, we are present, but we watch them there for 2 days. That is enough time for them to heal the umbilical cord and the most important thing for them to know where they born, as they will come back to the same place when they get sexual maturity to have their own eggs.
Les permite cicatrizar.
¿Hay sesión de eso?
Del caparazón de este animal es donde sacan los lentes de Carey.
Ah, ok.
Del hombre, por hacer un souvenir de este caparazón, la falsa creencia que sus huevos y sus carnes son.
Such a baby. Oh.
Ahora
Ah, a DVD.
no más.
No trabaja?
Lanejo has been living on this island for 20 years. He works 4 weeks and then gets 4 weeks off. I asked him if he was a biologist, and his answer was he is not on the papers, but he has the experience. All the biologists has been coming and going, and he was the one staying here looking after the turtles.
Grande.
Grand, yeah.
Pero que no tienes nada.
Ah,
ok.
crikey.
No.
Okay, no problem.
Vamos al barco y te traemos alguna cosa.
Algo para
Cool, look at the size of the range.
So the guy doesn't have any foods there, anything. We saw his kitchen is pretty empty. So we are going to give him some food, some things we have here. On the last 10 minutes, boat has arrived, so we've provisioned for him. But anyway, we're going to give what we said we were going to give him. Sí, porque tienes, yeah. Sí, pero tienes un poco más, ¿sí?
And,
Oh, qué importante, muy bueno.
and shit. Yeah?
Gracias.
Okay. Two. Manje.
Ya le traigo la.
Yeah, yeah.
Sí, no, that's it.
Here,
Puede ser acá.
put this in your pocket.
Muchas gracias.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hasta luego.
Okay.
Que Dios me la bendiga.
Sí,
He
gracias.
was a happy bunny then, wasn't he?
Yeah. It's a lot of presents in one day. He
Yeah.
said we brought him luck.
Oh, bless him. Okay, where are we then?
We are in Cayo de Agua.
There you go. And it's a fantastic spot, and we've got a beautiful little bay here.
Sandbar.
Beautiful beach and a beautiful sandbar we're going to walk out along.
Beautiful here. Like everywhere else in Los Roques.
Everywhere is awesome. Fantastic. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah, rather fun.
Fun. Well, when he comes to the surface, the birds attack him. Too many birds. I hope you're enjoying Los Roques as much as we did.
Oh, we did not enjoy it, didn't we? That's the best place we've ever been, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I don't know why we didn't stay another week. We could have stayed another week.
Yeah.
We got a bit worried. We thought there was a blow coming, didn't we? And
yeah, we did.
We thought, well, do you know what? Maybe we better be out of here, because it was a little exposed. The islands were very flat, but we should have stayed there another week.
Yeah, we just loved.
Yeah, it was absolutely gorgeous. I can't.
The most beautiful place we have been ever.
Ever.
Yes.
And if I ever come back this way, I am going to go and stay the full 2 weeks there. I can tell you.
Yes.
Yeah. Forget everywhere else.
Yes.
Just there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely.
No doubts. Yeah. So and then we went to the turtle sanctuary, as you saw, and that guy has been working there for 20 years.
And how much does he earn?
He earns $8 a month.
$8 a month.
We gave him
US.
$20.
We gave him $20 in his little goodie bag there. We gave him with some food and stuff.
Yeah.
He was so lovely. I can't tell you how nice he was.
Yeah.
And he, you know, he was just so poor, and yet so humble about it.
Yes.
It was
And
absolutely
he was
wonderful.
just smiling and
Yeah.
explaining everything about.
But he hadn't seen anybody for 5 weeks.
Yeah, well, you would smile, don't you?
Yeah, you would smile, wouldn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, but then he showed they have like a little airport there too.
Yeah,
That
they spent an awful lot of money on it actually, because they built classrooms and laboratories and.
I think 20 years ago it was used for the universities to go there. You know, if you want to be a biologist on
Yeah.
that area of
Yeah.
Venezuela,
Yeah.
it was a place to go. So it
Yeah.
was very. At the beginning, it was a big investment and it was
Yeah.
very. You know, how can you say? Prosperous.
Yeah. And they built it there so that it was remote, so that the turtles wouldn't get used to human contact.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
quite nice
Yeah.
to know too. Yeah.
And as Carla said, they had a little airport, so they would have brought everybody in and out, you see, by
Yeah,
aircraft.
aircraft.
And I guessed all the supplies. And he gets delivered at the beginning of the month, and then the boat comes back a month later. So he'd actually run out of fuel, you see. That was his main problem.
Yeah, because he couldn't communicate with anyone.
Yeah, and then of course the freezer finished and the fridge finished, and
Yeah.
I offered to call the Coast Guard and say can they send somebody out, but he said no, he was fine as long as he had some fuel for the generator.
Yes.
Then he knew who to call on the radio, the VHF.
Yeah.
So we were going to give him the fuel, but when we got back to the boat turned up, didn't
Yeah,
it?
the boat turned up with all the
Yeah,
supplies for
yeah,
him. So
yeah.
it was good.
Yeah, so we still took the fuel back and some DVDs and
And shirts and foods
Yeah,
and
yeah,
some money.
yeah.
And he was just, as you can see on his face, he was the happiest guy in the world,
he
wasn't
was.
it?
He was.
Very,
he was.
very, very, very nice.
Yeah.
It's really touching when we meet this kind of people.
yeah.
You know, living there, they just doing this for nothing. I mean,
Yeah.
for us, $8
Yeah.
is nothing, isn't
Yeah.
it? So for them, it's probably their retirement. So
Yeah.
that's why they
Yeah.
work and they do these things.
And then we went to that lovely little bay with the sandbar.
Yes, Cayo de Agua.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we had a little walk there. We stayed there overnight. Once the few, and I had to say it was few little tourist boats went, so there was about 3 or 4 couples there, weren't they?
Yeah, and then we stayed by ourselves.
And then we stayed by ourselves. And the bird life there was absolutely incredible.
It's incredible,
Yeah.
incredible.
They just dive in, the pelicans just dive in, drop
Yeah.
out the sky.
I never saw so many pelicans in my life.
No. It was a fantastic ending to a fantastic
Yes.
trip to Los Roques.
Los Roques, yeah. We're very, very thankful that we stopped there, that we
Yeah.
decided to stop
Yeah.
there. Yes.
And then we had a cracking trip actually to Bonaire.
Yeah.
And we did. It was around about 12 hours actually. We as we came round the edge of the island, it was sun had set already, and it was getting dark. And by the time we got to the mooring buoys in Bonaire, which are outside the main town, we were fumbling around in the dark trying to find them, weren't we?
Yeah.
You got a fish again, and it got away.
Yeah, we have been very unlucky with fishing lately.
Yeah.
We have been catching really big ones, bigger for our lines,
Yeah.
I suppose,
Yeah.
because they just go, they take all the line and they
Yeah.
just
And
go.
that was a cracking sail. We part of the journey we had to go zero out. We were going downwind,
Yeah.
and then we just wrapped up the last few hours just with the Genoa out. Absolutely stonking that was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we are going to enjoy Bonaire.
Bonaire. You will see on the next episode.
Yes.
So please leave your comment below. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, where I always post the stories where we are, what we are doing. And if you want to follow us and support us on Patreon, we have a new structure there. For only $4 a month, because you pay just once a month, you can have another extra video, and I post
Extra video a week.
extra video a week.
Yeah.
Yes, and daily posts.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a lot of work going on there.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.